Hello students, myself Shital Bhausar and we learn about the CSS, right? Um, so what is the CSS? CSS is nothing but the cascading style sheet, right? So what is the meaning of that and what is the use of that CSS, right? So CSS is nothing but the sheets, or it is nothing but the you can say it is nothing but the attributes which is the properties, those properties we used for the decoration purpose, right? So here you can see, or we already learnt about that, what is the CSS and what is the use of CSS and what is the type of that CSS, right? So here you can see that CSS types, there are main three types: internal, inline and external. So inline is nothing but the style which is used in the single line, where you use the elements or tags. That time we use the inline tag, inline CSS. Second is nothing but the internal, is also called the embedded. So that CSS is used in head part in between the style elements, right? And external is nothing but the external. For that we use the external CSS, and that external CSS file is merged with your HTML file, right? So these three are the types of that CSS. Next we already learn about the syntax of the CSS. This is the main syntax, where you can see that this is the actually this syntax is for internal, and you can say internal and the external. For inline there is little bit change. We already saw the example of the inline CSS and you already know about that, right? So some little bit changes are there. So you can say that this syntax is only for the internal and external, right? So here this is nothing but the h1 is nothing but the selector, and the next part is nothing but the declaration block. In the declaration block we write down the property and value pair, right? And you can mention the number of properties in the angular bracket, right? Curly bracket, sorry, not angular bracket. You can see here after the h1 we write here square curly bracket, and in that we write down the property and the value. Here you can see we write down two property. One is the color and second one is the font size. These two are the main property. So student, आपको ये लग रहा होगा कि अगर हम यहाँ पे H1 का कलर चेंज कर रहे हैं या फिर फॉन्ट साइज, सो फॉर दैट वी कैन ऑलरेडी यूज्ड, हमने पहले भी यूज किया है टेक्स्ट, राइट? इन द बॉडी tag we write down the text attribute, and in that we mention the color, and using the text we can change the all the colors of the tag. So what is the difference for then what is the use of that CSS, right? That is the main questions. But I already told you that what is the main use of that external CSS. I already told you the one example. If you develop a website, and in that website you have 20 to 15 minimum 15 pages, web pages are there, and in that you have to mention the same CSS, same format, same font size of your text, or same color of your headings, or if you want to apply same background for the web pages. So for that we use the external CSS file, right? And if I use external CSS file, in that I write down all the tags और all the attributes जिस पे हमें करना है वर्क, राइट. बट इफ आई वॉन्ट टू चेंज सम कलर, राइट, मीन्स आप अगर आप देखते हो कि वेबसाइट्स में बहुत सारे वेबसाइट्स ऐसे होते हैं कि कुछ महीनों बाद उसका कलर चेंज होता है, उसका बैकग्राउंड कलर चेंज हो जाता है, उसका फॉन्ट चेंज हो जाता है. इफ यू आर सी द गूगल, राइट, गूगल में क्या होता है, इफ यू सी उसका जो गूगल का पेजेस है उसके फॉन्ट चेंज हो जाता है, उसका कलर चेंज होता है. इफ़ यू सी द फेसबुक में भी उसका फॉन्ट चेंज किया है. सो फॉर दैट वी हैव टू यूज द एक्सटर्नल CSS, एंड इन दैट if I want to change, for example, if I want to change color of the heading and in all the pages, right, then if I use external CSS, then I have to change in only the external CSS. मुझे यहाँ पे कहीं पे भी जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, राइट. नहीं तो फिर अगर मैंने एक्सटर्नल CSS नहीं यूज़ किया तो मुझे हर एक वेब पेज पे जाके वो कलर का वो चेंज करना पड़ेगा. सो दैट इज़ द मेन एडवांटेज और मेन यूज ऑफ द CSS, राइट. सो हियर you can say that h1 is nothing but the selector. Though what is the selector? Selector is nothing but the tag or element, right. And declaration block, in that we have to write down the property and the value, right. There are number of properties we will see in next lecture, right, means which properties we can use for the CSS. We will learn about that. And font dash size is also the property. You can also say that this is the attributes. So next we already learn about the inline CSS. Inline CSS is nothing but the CSS on a single line or directly on the element. Here you can see we apply CSS, inline CSS on body tag, h1 tag and p tag, right. Here body tag, h1 tag and paragraph tag. So here you can see that this syntax is different and this syntax is different, right. In inline CSS you have to write down the directly style attribute. Style is attribute. So style is nothing but the attribute of all the tags. You can use style attribute in body, in h1, in paragraph, in all the tags you use the style attribute, right. Here you can see that style attribute, and in style I write down the property and value. Here you can see that the background color is the property and green is nothing but the value. So you have to write down the background dash color and green, right. Here we already learn about the bg color. Bg color is the attribute of the body tag which sets the background color. So this property is also used to set the background color of the body. Here you can see in that, sorry, okay, so here you can see that this is the green color of your background. This is our output. So next is nothing but the h1. You can apply h1 style color blue. You can see here color of the heading is the blue, right. And next is the paragraph is color red. So you can see here, if you have to separate property and value, you have to use the colon. You can see here in color and blue we have to write down the colon. And if you want to separate the two properties, here you can see color is the one property and font size is the second property. If you have to separate two properties, then you have to write down the semicolon. Please remember those points. All time students may be confused between the colon and semicolon. To separate the property and value, we have to mention the colon, and to separate the two properties, we have to mention the semicolon. That is the main difference. Okay, here we only apply one property for one tag. You can apply number of properties on one tag. For example, if I want to change font size of h1, we can write here also, right? So next is nothing but the embedded style sheet or internal style sheet, and that is the main syntax. Here you can see internal css we have to write down in the head part between the style tag, and in previous slide we already learned about the syntax, so that syntax we apply here. So same output, but only the difference is writing the css. What is the, आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हो कि क्या है इसका मेन डिफरेंस. हम यहाँ पे हेड पार्ट में ये इंटरनल CSS और एम्बेडेड CSS यहाँ पे अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, एंड बॉडी पार्ट विल बी द सेम, only the head part you have to mention the property. Next is the external style sheet. I already told you that for external style sheet, first you have to create a .css file. Here external.css is the main file, external file, and in that we have to write down all the CSS tags, and then we have to link that external CSS file to .html file. Here you can see that link relation style sheet type, what is the type of that file, and path of that file, and all the CSS is applied on all those tags, and output of that program is same like that, right? So student, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि आपने, मैं ऐसे कंसिडर कर रही हूँ कि आपने ये प्रोग्राम्स रन किए हैं, और आपने ये जो भी मैं अभी बोल रही हूँ, जो भी स्लाइड्स आपको दिखा रही हूँ, वो ऑल द नोट्स यू हैव टू राइट डाउन, और आपने लिखे होंगे, राइट? सो नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज द CSS प्रॉपर्टीज एंड देयर एग्जाम्पल्स. सो अब तक हमने देखा व्हाट इज द CSS, व्हाट इज द टाइप्स ऑफ द CSS, और हम वो टाइप्स कैसे लिख सकते हैं. नाउ वो CSS में जो प्रॉपर्टीज हमने देखी, कलर, फॉन्ट साइज, बैकग्राउंड कलर, वो प्रॉपर्टी और कौन कौन से प्रॉपर्टीज है और हम वो कैसे यूज कर सकते, वो हम अभी देखेंगे. सो नेक्स्ट इज द CSS properties and their example. CSS properties are used in all types of CSS. Here we used internal CSS. मीन्स अभी हम जो प्रॉपर्टीज देखने वाले वो प्रॉपर्टीज हम हर CSS में यूज कर सकते हैं, तीनों भी CSS में, बट हियर we used only the internal CSS for the example. Okay, first is the color जो हमने ऑलरेडी देखा है. सो हियर in internal CSS I already write down the body color equal to red, h1 color you can see here, h1 color, okay, here some mistake is there. I have to write down here h1 and p tag. So for paragraph I have to write down the red color, and for h1 tag I have to give the green color. So you can, here you can just write down the name of the color, or you can also apply the some code, that is the already specified code. This is different for the different colors. You also used that code. Okay, color property is used to change the color of the text. Next is the background dash color. This property we also used before. Next is nothing but the font weight. So what is the font weight? Font weight property sets how thick or thin character in text should be displayed. Means हमने font size देखा. Now we learn about the font dash weight, and that is the example how you can write. For H1 we write down the font dash weight colon bold. So bold ये क्या करेगा, आपके जो टेक्स्ट है उसको और क्या कर देगा, थिक कर देगा, राइट. एंड यू कैन ऑल्सो सेट द फॉलोइंग वैल्यूज लाइक नॉर्मल, that is the by default text, by default weight of the text. Next is the bold, which define thick character, then bolder, more thick character. नेक्स्ट इज अ लाइटर, डिफाइन लाइटर कैरेक्टर में जो बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट जो उसका थिकनेस है उससे भी वो क्या कर देगा, उसको लाइट कर देगा. और यू कैन ऑल्सो राइट द नंबर्स, राइट. इंस्टेड ऑफ बोल्ड हियर यू कैन ऑल्सो राइट डाउन द नंबर्स फ्रॉम 100 to 900. यू कैन राइट डाउन एनी नंबर्स. 400 इज द नॉर्मल, जो आपका नॉर्मल फॉन्ट का जो वेट रहता है वो रहता है 400, and 700 look like a bold. Okay. Next is the font style. Font style you can write like this, font dash style colon italic. It is used to italize text or specifies the font style for a text. ठीक है, आपको अगर आपके टेक्स्ट को इटैलिक फॉर्मेट में कन्वर्ट करना है then you have to use the font dash style. There are main three values. First is normal, second is italic, third is oblique. So oblique is nothing but the same like the italic. You can see that. जैसे हम यहाँ पे लिख रहे कि normal लिखो, लेकिन normal means the by default. Same like oblique is nothing but the same as the italic. Okay. Next example is text decoration. That is very important, students. प्रीवियस ईयर में भी ये था और इस पर बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस एवरी ईयर पूछे जाते हैं. अभी आई डोंट नो अबाउट दिस टाइप ऑफ दिस टाइम syllabus or this time question paper, because your syllabus will be changed and your paper pattern also changed. So I don't know, but in previous year this is very important property, text decoration. This property is used to add, strike through, underline, overstrike, or to remove underline from links. Okay, so here I used main 4 headings H1, H2, H3, H4. You can see here in H1 I write down text dash decoration colon line dash through. So you can see here H1 there is a line which is draw from center. ठीक है, यानी ये जो लाइन है वो आपको यहाँ पे दिख रहा होगा कि वो सेंटर में से गई है. दैट इज द यूज ऑफ द लाइन थ्रू. नेक्स्ट इज द अंडरलाइन फॉर द H2. यू कैन सी हियर underline is nothing but the U tag, right. Next is the overline. You can see here this is the overline. It is the means the line should be over the your text. Next is the this is a text decoration none, means there is no decoration for the text. That's it, means by default जो भी आपका text है वो आपको display होगा, nothing else. Okay, but you have to remember that one is the what is the values. First is the line, strike through, underline, overline, and none. Mean these 4 are the values of the text decoration property. Next is the text align. Text align is nothing but the attribute of the align tag which sets the alignment for the attribute and nothing else. Same, there are main 3 properties: left, right, center. By default is the left. You already know about that. Next is the font family. Font family is nothing but to specify the font for an element, or you can specify the font face for the text. Like here I write down the Arial. You can also mention the Times New Roman, and there are lots of faces are there. You can check it in your notepad sheet in the font. If you click on the font, you can see, you can search. There are number of font family are there. You can take one of that and you can apply on that CSS, and you can see the changes, right? Next is the font size. Font size means it is nothing but to set the font's size, right? You can use pixel. IN means inch, mm millimeter, cm means centimeter, pt means points, pixel. These all are you can use, right? You can see here the example p font size equal to 10. Next is the letter spacing. It is very interesting, students. This helps in controlling the horizontal spacing between the characters of the text. You can see it sets the space between the two characters, right? So you can see here, right? Here we can use pixel. Same you can use pixel, inch, millimeter, centimeter, point, and so on to set the font size. Here I give you the one example, h2 letter dash spacing, and in the after the colon you have to write down the points or pixel and anything, right? This is the letter spacing. Okay. Next property is the padding. Padding means what? This property is used when you want to add blank spaces around the content of the element. Means here in this example you can see here I took two heading h1 and h2. So between these two headings you can see the padding, means you can see the blank space. So using that padding we can set the space between the element. So here you can see h2 padding colon 30 pixel. So that वो जो हेडिंग है एच टू वो थोड़ी नीचे आ जाएगी, दैट्स इट. नेक्स्ट इज द बॉर्डर. बॉर्डर मीन्स दिस प्रॉपर्टी एड्स अ बॉर्डर टू अ वेब पेज एलिमेंट्स. मीन्स आप जिस टैग को अगर आपको बॉर्डर सेट करना है दैट टाइम यू कैन यूज द बॉर्डर. सो there are some values you can see here. Solid. So first for h1 I use the solid. Second is the double. For h2 I use the double border. Like that you use the groove, you use the read, you use the inset, use the outset, dotted or dashed. These all are the values for the border. सो आई थिंक आप सबको समझ में आ रहा है कि मुझे आपको क्या बताना है और क्या चल रहा है. इफ़ यू हैव एनी क्वेरी देन प्लीज़ आस्क मी पर्सनली ऑन व्हाट्सएप, और वी कैन ऑल्सो टेक सम online session. If you want online session then please ping me. I already took one online session, 2 online session I guess. अगर आपको चाहिए तो हम और ऑनलाइन रख सकते हैं. जस्ट लेट मी नो. नेक्स्ट इज नथिंग बट द बैकग्राउंड इमेज. टू सेट an image as the background, right? In body tag we already use the background to set the image to the background, but in CSS we use background dash image colon URL. That is the different syntax, and you have to remember this syntax. Here after the colon you have to write down URL, means path, and in semicolon you have to write down the in single quote the path of that file. That's it. That is the background image. 13 is nothing but the margin left. Sets margin area sets margin area on the left side of the element. We used some values like pixel, point, centimeter and nothing else. मीन्स आपको अगर लेफ्ट साइड में अगर आपको कुछ मार्जिन सेट करना है, दैट टाइम यू यूज द margin dash left, and that's it. For your in your syllabus, this is your properties, and their examples, students. And if you don't understand all those topics, then please let me know. I will describe all those topics repeatedly. Okay, so till then, bye and good night.